asalaamaaleykum guys ñu leen di nuyu seen tur ak seen sant foo ñu nekk di seetaan ñu ngi ne ici fii si parc bi understand ne luñ doon def mooy ne tey ñu ngi seetaan game bi hand over ñu ngi ñëw play but prior to that dañ bëggoon a laajte nit yi ne seen perspective wala seen xalaat lu gaay gis si games yi yu ñu war a play ñëpp xam ne ne comme Gambia mu ngi war a play 2 games against Comoros and then ñu ngi war a play kimi against Tunisia ba xamante ne pour si AFCON qualifier round bi so nañ biir waxtaanaa gaay lu gaay am si loolu def naa def
sant yàlla bro maa ngi fay bu baax a baax.
alhamdulilah nañu mun nga ñu baaxle tuuti wala maybe
waaw maa ngi tudd Thiebo Dieng.
Thiebo Dieng ok and then gis nañ ne ëllëg Gambia mu ngi war a play and then ñu ngi am 2 games suñu war a play daanaka lañ mën a wax pour qualify dem third appearance si AFCON bi so yow loo mën a wax si game yi.
waaw kontaante la ak mbégte gisaat Gambia ñuy dem si qualifying rounds pour dem for the third time in a row to the AFCON competition loolu dëgg luñ yaakaar séntu la waaye gis nañ léegi mu ngi happen dañ set di trend already so luñ gis rek ak luñ suñ xelaat ak suñ mébét mooy ñu gisaat Gambia back to the AFCON loolu mooy suñ xelaat loolu mooy suñ éene te loolu la ñoo ñaanal boy si ne gis nañ ne wax dëgg yàlla football bi fi mu nekk nii mu ngi jéggi ay jéego ci biir Gambia di dem ci anam bi nga xam ne moom lañ ko bëggee woon ndik soo bàyyee xel right now soo demee si suñ national team bi 99% professionals lañ am so loolu dafa wane ne wax dëgg yàlla ñun amatuñ time pour di step back we only need to step forward te incha allah loolu lañ gis te dinañ ko am xam nañ ne nag groupe bi is kind of tough because Comoros gisoon nañ seen participation last AFCON ñëwuñ but AFCON before last gis nañ li nga xam ne ni moom lañ football te mu doonoon football bu mucc ayib waaye nonetheless boor yooyu noonu amuñ leen woon li amoon nañ ñun Gambia amoon nañ tougher teams you understand li mel ni Tunisia ku ko génne si tournament you understand loolu is a laudable effort so loolu lañ gis ba xam ne amuñ kenn ku ñoo ragal si football léegi in Africa because li ñoo def loolu la ñoo def is 11 versus 11 and then am nañ yaakaar ak óolute bu baax a baax si ndaw yi nga xam ni ñoom ñooy teewal Gambia.
jaajëf si loolu. so yow sa prédiction bi lu muy nekk.
waaw man suma prédiction si maaji ëllëg bi. waaw ira mu nekk 2-0 or 3-1 in favour of Gambia.
in favour of Gambia. who is your goal scorers.
suma goal scorers yi nag mun naa jógee ci ku nekk Moussa Baro mu ngi fa Ablaye mu ngi fa.
waaw léegi jox ñu 2 goal nga wax léegi jox ñu 2 goal scorers. wala nga jox ñu benn goal scorer.
waaw bëgg naa ku mel ni Yankuba Minte Moussa Baro ak Ablaye ñoom indi naa leen ñu score. waaw indi naa leen ñu score.
waaw ok jërëjëf. We're here with Baboucarr, the PRO of Serekunda is to give us his analysis on the AFCON qualifier rounds.
Well, thank you very much. I think it's a pleasure to, discuss about the Gambia, especially, our game facing Comoros and Tunisia. To me, I am very much grateful, beginning with the coach, his boldness and his selection criteria. I think this is what we have been crying for far too long. We want players to represent the country based on merits, and I think the coach is doing exactly that. So basically, I think he have called up players that are competing, and now that we are seeing players that are competing in the top leagues are coming to represent their motherland. So basically, we are very, very positive, knowing that Comoros is not a very, big opponent. But when it comes to AFCON qualifiers, every opponent must be respected regardless of the ranking. Then we have another crucial games against Tunisia. We all know what transpired between Gambia and Tunisia, so they will come back very strong and know that Gambia are no more underdogs. But so far, it's been very impressive since McKinstry take over. He has been doing a fantastic job. We have been complaining for far too long that we want players that are playing to come and represent Gambia. We don't want to see players that don't have minutes to be called up. And I think this time around it doesn't happen. That is why it was very, very minimal for you to look at the squad and criticize the coach, because all the players that he called are players right now doing very good with their club, the likes of Moussa Baro, Ibrahim Akoli, so many players that are back into the side again. Most especially the last one, who is Ibrahim Adabo, who was supposed to be out. But basically, he have talked to the coach and he is back again. So it means we are very, very optimistic and looking forward to victory against Comoros.
Yeah, and then concerning about Davos issue that you just highlighted, some people are saying that due to the social media drag that he could not handle, that's why he came back. But his intention was to withdraw, maybe to give more time to his club than Gambia.
Well, yeah, I think sometimes...
Because after reporting that he was injured, he could not make it, then we saw him play for his club side. So people believe that maybe the drag that happened on social media, that's why he come up again saying that he will come and represent Gambia.
Well, yeah, everybody has a right to your opinion and every opinion is respected. But then let us not also, shy away from that. This is football. We also, when Yankuba Minte has that injury in Brighton, there was a miscommunication between the doctors and Yankuba, knowing that he was not having a concussion, he was removed, which he was not happy with. But this happens sometimes. When Ibrahim actually was injured, but the coach did not know the time frame, and perhaps we were thinking he is going to be out. But unfortunately, when we saw him being featured against his club, we are able to think whether Ibrahim is not ready to represent the Gambia. But this is a player that has been representing the Gambia, so I don't think, this is an exception for him not to come. But even though if that was the reason why he come back, I think it was good that people feel that you have to come, you don't have to disrespect your country. Then you look at that and know, look, my people are complaining. Let me just go and play for my country. I think it's a goal, it's a good step. Hadn't been he did not come, it could have been a different thing. But what is more optimistic and what is more important now is any player that loses spot in that national team, you find it very difficult. We have young lads that are coming up. The coach is looking at every place because I myself have spoke to the coach when he come here to watch Night and football, and he told me categorically clear that I am looking at players from all angles, from all continents. It doesn't matter your age. What matters is if you are delivering, and this is what exactly this coach is doing. So if you are given the chance to come and play, you decline it. Then it means for you to come back will be very difficult.
So, like, how will you take and then our captain, or he's not only a captain but also a motivator to the youngs that are playing with him? How do you see us missing him out in that crucial, like, force gym?
Well, Omar Kohli is absolutely a brilliant player. He's a fantastic leader that keep the team going. But then this is football, and these are procedures that you must follow in football. We all know he have left Besiktas to sign for Greece side POC, and we know how these transfers occur. It takes time, and especially when he was moving, it was during deadline day, so it means some other things were not sorted out. So he is missing because of his own personal reason, and these reasons must be respected. We are sure that we are going to miss him because he is in that heart of defense who give us a lot of, energy. He give us a lot of, courage. But if he is not there, we must also adapt to that because he may also come and get injured. He may come and get cut and miss games. So if Ibrahim is not there, we as a team, you need a squad. You don't need only an 11-man team. So therefore, I think he will be well replaced, even though we will have needed him in the first game. But most likely, let's hope whether he can come against Tunisia because Comoros is Tunis is more of a threat than Comoros. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Tunis is more of a threat than Comoros in that side. I would say, like, looking at their performance, you understand, at AFCON, they did a very good job there. And I think that was the same AFCON we also did good, you understand. So people are underrating them. They missed the last AFCON, but must prepare themselves to come back. So how do you see that?
Well, yeah, that's it. As I said, alluded earlier, there is no underdogs when it comes to now African football or football in general. What you have to do is to respect the opponent, go all out. But let us not shy away from, also the records. You cannot compare Tunis with Comoros when it comes to African football, especially, this World Cup, African Cup of Nations qualifiers. So basically, to me, as a person, I will have known that a threat could be much more of Tunis than, Comoros. But that notwithstanding, I'm sure Gambia will not shy away to play any team, regardless of, the ranking, because we all see what happened in our first meeting, AFCON appearance. We went up to the quarters, and that shows you we have defeated, big, opponents. So therefore, playing against Comoros is a lesser pressure than playing against Tunis. What is just bad is we are not playing home, we are playing away, and these are things I think that we are urging the government and the Gambia Football Federation to work on as quickly as possible. Gambia miss watching their players at home, and it is advantageous to be playing home. It is definitely a big advantage, and I think they are working very hard to make sure that the stadium has reached its climax. And we hope that when CAF is here next time, they will approve our stadium and the Gambian people will be able to watch the boys in front of them. Because as we speak, we have a whole lot of players that are doing absolutely brilliant work in their clubs, and we hope that the Gambia is gradually building as a footballing nation. And anytime we face an opponent, it could be dangerous.
So what's going to be your score prediction?
Well, I am predicting Gambia winning 2-0, and then against Tunisia 2-1. But then let us not know that we have a team and we have a gaffer that understand how African football is played, and he understand literally how the Gambia should be built up. What I am pretty sure I will be able to see a Gambia that will be attacking. The difference between Tom and Mackenzie. That is the beauty of the game. Tom was winning, but unfortunately the exposure and the freedom of the players to express themselves for them to be able to catch the eyes of the big guns was lacking. But now I think that is over, and we look forward to tomorrow's game and hoping for all 3 points.
So tomorrow, James, who are you going to be your goal scorers?
Yeah, prediction goal scorer Sabaro has scored a wonderful goal in Saudi Arabia. Possibly he might be, on the score sheet. And Ibrahim Koli perhaps also has been doing very good with young boys. Possibly he might also be on the score sheet.
Yeah. Thank you so much, bro. Ñu fi amaat beneen Debro nakam. Naka di. Ila chapa yaay ñoo is foofu yaay seetaan game si is bi fii de. Nga football fan nga. So dañ la bëggoon a laajte like Gambia seen qualifier round bi bu ñu war a play and then ëllëg ñu ngi war a play suñ first game against Comoros. Yow noo ko gisee qualifier round.
Waaw game bi am naa si yaakaar bu baax nag nga mën nañoo win game bi.
Am nga si yaakaar bu baax. So yow léegi looy mën a wax si qualifier round bi wala sa feel noo ko gisee ne Gambia mu ngi dem three times ñu ngi proof fight AFCON rek.
Waaw loolu yokkute la si Gambia football la.
Yokkute la si Gambia. So yow ñan nga predict moo nekk sa goal scorers.
Sama goal scorer maa predict minte minte. Ma predict na minte mun naa score.
Minte mun naa score. Mbaa doo ko jox naar bi.
Mun naa ko jox naar bi.
Mun nga ko jox naar bi minte goal scorer. Okay, no problem.
Minte naa
Minte di nga predict goal scorer. Okay, alright, no problem. Boss na ko. So yow léegi loo mën a wax si biir jéemi Gambia bu war a play AFCON qualifier round.
They war a win nag te moom kay it's a must winning game nag bilaay.
Dañ ko ubbaane.
Game bi dañ ko woo soxla sax laa wax nii dem
So yow loo predict game bi.
game bi 4-0
4-0.
boy
Sa goal scorer ay kan la.
minte ñaar la moo taal
Minte ñaar. Léegi ñu la faj yeneen ñaar yi.
nga am bara musi mo da foog naa ñaar dafa ko ñaar
Bara mo se fa jam ñaar minte jam.
mu tay jam ñaar
Yo staga.
game mo gane yo daana
Dañu daha.
am very soft
Debro yow loo si sadi.
loolu lan la
Qualifier round bi. AFCON qualifier round.
AFCON qualifier round.
Waaw.
Well, am nañ team bi kay.
Waaw.
Am nañ team bi am nañ player bi su nekkee qualité rek la qualité mu si team bi so ñu ngi amee player yoo xam ne dañ experience day yàgg di play senior level dañ travel gars am nañ experience gis nañ outside ñu ne play so man kay xam naa ne dañoo qualify am naa hope boobu I have that belief in our team.
Am naa believe ne comme well selection happen na te believe nga ne boy dañu deliver.
Yeah, waaye xam nga comme football normally it's never fair. Waaw waaye den coach bi ñoo xam ne dafa ñëw ba mu gëm gaay kay so man gëm naa ne comme ñoo dañoo deliver. Yeah.
So yow loo ko predict.
Man ñu suñ first game bi kay xam naa boobu 2-0 la. 2-0 waaw su first game bi kay qualifiers bi 2-0 la.
Léegi goal scorer
bi buñu gaay buñu
comme gars yow.
non
ñoo Comoros baanen de.
xam naa gaay dem baax gaay dem over baax
Gars seen last AFCON bu gaa ñëwoon façon football bu gaa yi.
waaw gaay seen boobu noonu baax na waaye soo xoolee ñun tam suñu record bi ñoo gën a baax gaay waaw xoolal Gambia nu mu dawee xoolal Gambia ñaata team lam taseel
But ñu naa Comoros ko fa.
well nu ma laa wax in terms of going gaay ñoo ñu gën a dem waaye soo xoolee ñun tamit suñu boppay ñaata team lañ tasee ñaata team lañ dóor team yi naka la gaa seen standard bi naka la mel in terms of experience da nga xam ne Gambia tam amul team mu ndaw soo man daal mën naa Comoros xam naa Forza bi dafa nekk 1-1 seconde bi ñu yokkal gaay benn sorry Forza bi dafa nekk 1-0 seconde bi ñu yokkal gaay benn ñu defend match bi because xam naa minte if you score dafa assist.
So léegi sa goal scorer si soo ko predict ñoo ko.
waaw Baro dafa asko. Baro dafa asko waaw so second goal bi xaw ma waaye gëm naa ne Baro dafa asko te minte dafa assist loolu mu nekk sama gëm-gëm.
No problem. Bu ma doo ko jox naar.
Naar déedéet ay bul dégg sax déedéet.
Ok jërëjëf ba.
Dee boobu noonu doo play bet toogaa da nga seetaan game.
So play bet da nga am tension.
So play bet so wala am na pression amal benn pression rek mu nekk win bi so play bet sa xel baa ngi si bet bi sa xel baa ngi si game bi so dee boobu bet free la. Bet waaw.
Fodale gaañ ne dee boobu bet free la so ñun ñoo ko déggandoor dee boobu bet free la kenn bu play bet bés boobu noonu foo tout lañ am so aleen seet ñeneen ñi lu gaa di si sànni rek. Gambia seen qualifier round bu ñu war a play pour AFCON bi yow sa prédiction bi si loolu la wala noo gisee game
game bi ma ko gisee daal mooy si suñu futee ko ñu play moom soo ko yàlla ne am suñu 3 points noonu so loolu laa gis si game bi ñu doon nekk ay am naa yaakaar si loolu noonu trop waaw su ngay futee ko moom ñu tuuti moom
yow sooy predict goal si noo ko predict
goal si daal comme lu mel ni Comoros moom su booy comme lu ma la wax rek gaa suñu naree play kon nu ma ko buggee rek gars yi mu ne win tout not daal tout laa gis daal waaw tout not yee
léegi ñan ñoo la score
yaakaar naa Minte moom dina score moom Minte an Moussa Baro o Abdoulaye Diallo
Minte and Moussa Ballo o Abdoulaye Diallo
yeah.
thank you so much Gambia ñoo war a play qualifier round so loo si mën a teg
waaw na koy góorgóorlu rek da ngay xam ne kon dinga bi bu gaa seen gannaaw fekkee fu sobo na moom Gambia ñoo sobo gay rek waaw as usual booy dañoo génn ñu capitaliser suñu chances ñu score rek kon ma loolu la am pour wax
waaw gis nga as a footballer ni la ñu capitaliser suñu chances ñu pro so loo predict goals
honestly nag am naa pour game bi am naa 2-1 daal
2-1 sa goal scorer si
I'm not familiar with most game players man lu ma koy wax
sa forward yo ko si mën a teg
Finland la suñu forward mu gan ñu score goals la ñu score goals
jërëjëf so right now am nañ ne fans yi si biti léegi ñu ngi dem sport journalist yi itam di leen laajte gaa jox ñu seen analyse about nu gaa gisee AFCON preparation bi nu muy demee si qualifier round Isa jaajëf what's your take on the AFCON qualifier round?
Well, I think it's going to be a bit challenging. I heard many Gambians trying to underrate Comoros here and there. I would tell them it's because maybe possibly they don't do a thorough study or on thorough research as to how good those countries can be on their day. We should be confident, we should be hopeful, but complacency is something that we should not think about. I'm predicting Gambia to win by a 1-0 margin or a 2-0 margin. It's going to be tight, it's going to be difficult. The absence of Umar Koletu is going to be challenging. But let me go for 2-0 Gambia. 2-0 Gambia, yes. On my honest opinion. But because we have some good wingers like Yankuba Minti and Musa Barrow that can get us the goals when on their day. So with a solid back line, with the guidance of James Gomez, and with the preparation of Johnny, because you've heard what he has done, he sent some video clips about Comoros or the Gambian national team players. For example, if you are playing a halfback, he'll send you the passing that you are supposed to make the winger of the opponent and things like that. So it's going to be difficult, it's going to be challenging, but I think we have the end of firepower to upset any African team on our day. And I think Comoros, with all their strength, is not an exception. So I'm going for 2-0 against Comoros.
Yeah, I guess everyone predicted 2-0, and I love one part that you highlighted most, that is we are underrating Comoros. But if you look at their last performance in AFCON, it was really good.
Yeah.
You understand? That was a real good performance. And comparing it also Gambian status, we are also doing great. But I'm sure the way we're preparing, that's the same way they are preparing. You understand? So what tech are you going to be in the absence of Omar Colley? How do you see it?
I think Umar Colley's absence is an almighty blow to the country because he has had more caps for the Gambia than any other player, justifiably so. So that defines how good he has been for the Gambia. That longevity and things of that nature is very, very crucial. He's a leader. He's not just good on the ball, not just good aerially, but he's a leader both on and off the field. You've seen against Cameroon when he was sucked off, immediately we felt it. We felt, immediately, and the injury. Some other defenders don't have that era presence like Umar Colley does, and his experience as well. Even if he's not a player, but his leadership is there. But thank God we'll only miss him for one game. He'll be ready for Tunisia. Remember, he has made a move away from Turkey to Greece, if I may be right. So there are some still transfer is not easy. So many documentation stuff have to be on. We are going to miss him. But I believe his lectures will stay long in the mind of those who will be replacing him, and hopefully they will do justice to that role. I'm very, very confident of that.
All right. So now, do you think that a change of coach aspect is really going to be a side that might be affecting footballers or stuff like that? Or do you think that players are coping with their coach?
I think they're enjoying his footballing style. I've chatted with some players. Although sometimes they used to be anonymous, one of them is a halfback, one of them is a winger. The national team have their contacts with each other every now and then. I think they're enjoying his playing style. Gambia, we have the talents. They just want to be given the room to flourish, to showcase their talent. And I think Coach Jonathan McKinstry is one that really goes with Gambian ideal. This is what we have been praying for. Coach that is confident to press opponents deep. With all respect to our former coach, he has done well. He's the most successful Gambian coach ever. And we have to give him the respect he deserves, the due he deserves. And we should not take away from what he has done for us. But footballing wise, I think the players will enjoy Johnny's style more than the past. I'm not trying to compare anyway, but as to what Gambian content, as to what we really love to see, how passionate we are towards the game, we love to see more cohesion, we love to see more hunger, we love to see more readiness and chemistry from the boys. Gabon was a clear example of what we love to see, and that what we saw. Gabon, you see the first half that the boys played in, second half, some electrical issues, whether that was tactical or not remains to be seen. But I think that changed the rhythm of the game significantly, and the first half was near impeccable, if not impeccable, from the Gambia. Just some of the chances they squandered that they could have better to kill the game, but
I guess we learn from that.
And Coach Johnny said they have to bury their chances, and hopefully they'll bury them when they meet Comoros tomorrow.
Inshallah. Thank you. So your score prediction is 2-0, huh?
2-0 Gambia.
2-0 Gambia. So victory.
Yes, my bella teacher. So like I'm going like it. Yo, because football fan la, I'm not a good support football la from day one. Chawa number. So and nadi be nada majibo la isjang. So mo ba ke kan korom kamol nyinin ka anen Gambia la qualifier rano mela ko kada appli. So ede la mum perspective ko le bi. Comme ñaari qualifier rano ni mela ko bosol kada appli. Gambia Afcon. So ede jemoni ni ñaadi le preparation anen ila what do you have to say about it?
Yeah, inshallah, me jemoni win na.
So if you Gambia ko Comoros samala.
Yeah, mo Comoros samala because side level more bulu.
Side level.
Yeah, na ball be wo form le. So player be play can be in time so through that there will be a lot of improvement.
But Comoros also is a good football team because in the last AFCON they did well.
Yeah, Comoros is a good team. But sign them compare to Gambia na player la be nyaro. Level la karo. Yeah, na ga player la ba ga nyaro. Some bagay sambala. Be Comoros sambala nu Tunisia be duro la.
Be Comoros sambala nu Tunisia be duro. So they 4 points the Gambia. How many goals?
4 points, 2 goals.
Against Comoros.
Goal sambala 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Goal scorers.
Goal scorer I don't predict no, but they win inshallah. Nothing new be minte. About scorer inshallah.
Is your favorite?
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my student too.
Is your student?
Yeah, minte at backward.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much. Gambia sen jëm yo noko gisi. Gambia sen jëm yo noko gisi. Ala fa round bi jëm no lan ko gisi. Bam ko fa bu Gambia AFCON wa.
Inshallah ñu la ñoo
inshallah dañu
inshallah
dañ ko make out of
inshallah
waaw because da nga gis spirit bi ci boy wala
dañ ko def su yalla ande
okay suñ jëmi elek bi yo noko predict
ñun rek inshallah
ñara goals
su tudé dañ am 2 goals
su tudé wa tuddi 2
dañ am 2 goals inshallah
waaw Comoros dañ digër nañ
ak ñu dëgg ñoo ñu la dëgg
ñu ñoo gëna dëgg Comoros gis nga ka seen last AFCON
lu wari sax lo taxul ñu wa dem ak du ben so le dem ak du la uy tay
ga ñu am football ba wone dafa
ñu la lay
ñu ngeen ay football
jeex na
so léegi
Messi rek doy nañu
waaw okay how many goals nga predict jëm
inshallah 2 goals
sa goal scorer ana mu yokku
waaw
sa goal scorer
am na de min de su ko caaxane mu dem le te so modu ñaare boko ñaare boko inshallah
so yo jey nga sa prediction
waaw yalla jappale
amin ya rabbi amin ya jërëjëf ba so amu ne nga taw de yow jëm war nga si mëna wa dara rek
li ma ci wax na win rek
waaye ñaara ngay predict goals so dafa mel ni daanaka fee ñëpp tout note lañ demal so ñan ñene ko sa goal scorer
exactement mënuma ko waaye inshallah
ara no dañ bëgg xam sa liste bi rek yow sa hope as a Gambian comme yo de seetaan football yow ñan nga predict ñoon ñoo la scorer est predict
loolu Moussa Baro dina mo scorer am na ci yaakaar inshallah
ara ñëpp si one love Gambia bi la
dëgg
so ane yow le predict AFCON qualifier round
xam naa ne moom Gambia dafa qualifier
xam nga ne ñu qualifier so elek ñu ngi play against Comoros yow nooy gisee bu
waaw boo win la suma boy bamba Assane Cissé waaw Assane Cissé donc mon dafa assist wala Moscow since time no mama ñoo de andang yeah so good luck man yàlla ñoo win inshallah
ñaata goals nga predict
xam naa ne moom lu mu wala woni 3 dafa doga
3
yeah
sa goal scorers
boo moom fu nga ni kay moom wori
ñu la jël goal scorers
goal scorers mo na ba bëri de yeah
ba bëri okay we get all the best to Gambians
Okay. We meet another sport journalist here, Fatou B. Camara. He's well known and everyone knows him. So, like, what we're gonna do is that Fatou is going to tell us a prediction on the AFCON qualifier round, just as the way Issa did to Justice. So Faru, how do you take the qualifier round?
Thank you so much. It's not going to be an easy task on Coach Jonathan and his boys, but if they secured, or they are able to qualify, it will be a history and a third time Gambia will participate in such, tournament. So, as I said, it will be difficult, but we hope for the best, and many Gambians have, 100% hope in the boys.
So far, what's your analysis on the game tomorrow?
I look for a positive result because seeing the squad, it is quite impressive, even though our captain is not available, which is never, expected. But how for do we understood him? He has just signed for a new club, so the preparation and what it takes for him to, do his necessary arrangement will not allow him. We understood, but it is something that is going to reduce, let's say, 10%. Positive vibes. When it comes to the performance of the game, but still, they are the same game. Boys. I think they have learned in their previous, games, and now that we have a new gaffer, he is also, be willing to enrich his CV with positive results. So what I've seen so far, it's quite impressive. Looking at the new faces, the likes of, Real the Banjul players, Ablai Cisse. He is someone that is a very good striker. We have seen his performance with Estonian side. Playing three. Estonian Premier League, scoring 3 goals. That is quite impressive. Him and other, brilliant players, the likes of Abdullah Jallo. So we have 100% hope.
We have
100% hope. Even though I know some people are underrating. This is football. You never underrate a team. Sometimes
I could remember like our first year appearance in AFCON, we were underdogs, but we surprised everyone. So like Gambians also put in Comoros, despite they did all the same year that we did great performance. That's the same year they also did a very good great performance. So like, what's your take on Gambians underrating Comoros in that side?
they should not underrate. This is football. Is full of surprise. Anything can happen. Even though they have that trust, that 100% confidence in the boys, they should not underrate. Comoros. They don't know what they are planning for. We are preparing. We know our preparation, but Comoros also are not relaxing. So it will be a tough challenge, but we hope for the best. And for me personally, I know boys have learned, so many things when it comes to their past games, and I know they will correct those mistakes, and it will be a victory for them.
So what's your score prediction?
It's going to be a 2-0 in favor of Gambia, inshallah.
Inshallah, everyone is saying to so who are going to be in your score?
Oh, I'm expecting Ablai Cisse to, for the first time playing for his country, to give that energy, that scoring, power. I want him to score, him and also Ablai Jallo Jaman.
The two of life.
With the two Ablais, yes, it will be so amazing.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, with another sport journalist here, Lamin Jiba. As you guys can know, we are inside the park right now. Gym is going on, but we want to seize this opportunity to talk with them, like to give their analysis, you understand, on the AFCON qualifier rounds that we supposed to play tomorrow. Bro, so how do you see the AFCON preparation?
Well, I'm very impressed with the way I saw things because on Monday, Tuesday rather, released his 20-man squad that will be playing the double header against Tunisia and Morocco, Comoros. Well, I have confidence with the group of players we select. I know notable players will miss the game. The likes of the captain will solely miss the first game due to some paper issues. But we are hopeful that the replacement James is also a very good defender whom you know that will step in and will also make some impact during the first game.
That's right. So, like, how do you see the game tomorrow against Comoros? Hence, that's the first game we're gonna play. What's your analysis on it?
Well, I expect for them to collect a maximum 3 points was looking at Comoros. On paper, I can say we are the best. But now, football, you don't think about that. You don't think like that now. It's 90 minutes, so I expect them to win and to collect maximum 3 points. Then let's hope against Tunisia we get a draw and progress for the next day. Yes.
Okay, okay. So who are going to be on your score list?
Well, it's very good. It is very tough for him, but I'm hopeful. Minte will at least bang one goal. Probably, maybe Hassan Cisse also can score because he's a very agile striker who has been notching goals for the Scorpions.
So that's a good one. Okay, is there anything that you can say concerning about the Davos issue? Ibrahim Davos and withdrawing, coming back, because Gambians might be wanting to know, like, what's your take on it as a sport analyst?
Well, I also saw the saga between Dabo and the team, but I wouldn't go deep because I did not know the issue surrounding Dabo's rejection or failing to show up. Maybe he might have a reason behind that we don't know because we did not personal. For me, I did not communicate with him, but I saw some of my colleagues who posted that he had said one or two things about the reason why he did not make it. But it's football. If he didn't come, someone
Yeah. He did say that he was having an injury, that's why he couldn't show up. And we saw him play 90 minutes for his team. Then come back said that he's going to play for Gambia. That's what I kind of asked. Like, what's your take on that?
Yeah, if that is so, then I think something is fishy. Whether he's played tricks to avoid playing for the Gambia, rather play his club. But I think it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. You cannot play the 90 minutes and also they call you for national duties. You reject it. That is uncalled for. It's really uncalled for. You should have endeavor to come. Even thought he has sustained an injury during the match, he could have at least honored the invitation and come.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, basically, thank you guys a lot for watching. This is what we have for you, understand, on the prediction of Gambians towards the AFCON qualifiers. Understand, we are inside Serekunda East and we heard what sport journalist has to say and also what fans has to say, and also as PRO of Serekunda East committee member also has to say towards the Gambians qualified on the plane for the qualified rounds towards AFCON. May we make it out and give Comoros 3-0. Thank you.